The United States Constitution was created in 1789. The first 3 articles of the Constitution established different branches of the United States government. Article 1 of the Constitution establishes the legislative branch. It is also known as Congress. Congress is made up of 2 houses, the House of Representatives and the Senate. Voters in every state elect officials to represent them in both houses. The House of Representatives is the larger of the 2 houses. They decide how many members there are based on each state's population. A greater population means greater representation. There are currently 435 members of the House of Representatives. 2 senators are elected from each state, regardless of state population, guaranteeing each state equal representation. There are 100 members of Congress. The legislative branch is in charge of making laws, increasing taxes, declaring wars, approving appointments, and trying and impeaching government officials. Article 2 in the Constitution establishes the executive branch. The executive branch of the United States is headed by the President. It also includes the Vice President and the President's Cabinet. The American people vote for President every 4 years. Our current President is Barack Obama. Every president has a vice president. Our current vice president is Joe Biden. The president approves and carries out laws passed by the legislative branch. He also appoints and removes cabinet members and officials. The legislative and executive branch must work together. The State of the Union is a great example of the 2 branches coming together.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and the distinct honor of presenting to you the President of the United States.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, my fellow Americans. Tonight marks the 8th year that I've come here to report on the State of the Union.
Article 3 of the Constitution establishes the judicial branch. The judicial branch decides if the laws are constitutional. There are many different courts that make up the judicial branch, but the highest court is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is made up of 9 justices. They decide whether or not a law is constitutional. Let's review the 3 branches of government. The legislative branch makes the laws, approves presidential appointments. The executive branch signs the laws and appoints officials. And the judicial branch decides if the law is constitutional.